Hi guys, welcome to Code Artisan Lab. This is video number 6 for clinic management system in Django, PostgreSQL and Bootstrap. In this video, we will work on the notification part, right? So we will send the email notification when the next visit will come. Then we will send the notification to the customer, to the patient, you can say, right? So in this video, we will do these things. We will create an email template that we will send, and then we will match the date that we will match the date from the next visit field, right? So if you see here, quick add patient, when we are adding the patient, we have a next visit. So these are the days actually, right? So I will write here the helping text that these are the days, that how many days after patient should come, right? So if it's 0 or if it's 2 or whatever doctor can add, right? And then we will send the notification before that date, right? Before 1 day from that date. Okay. And then these are two things that we will improve in our in this project. The first thing is I will add the title here, right? And the second one is when the doctor log in, then to it should redirect to dashboard, but it is currently redirecting to this home page, but it should redirect to this dashboard, right? So we will do these 4 to 5 things in this video, right? And then we will see that how what we will perform next, right? So let's start to do this. Okay, so let's start the first thing. Let's create the email template. Okay, so let's go to clinic management system here. In the main, we have a patient and then templates. So let's copy this dashboard, right? So we will say email template, email template.html. Let's open this. Okay, so this is a page title. So we'll say next visit notification. Time to time we will improve this, right? So next visit notification, and then we have these things, but we don't need these things, but we need the container. So let's remove this, right? And let's create a table. We will add a class table bordered tr, then we have th, your next visit on. Okay, so it will be your next visit on, and then here we will define the date. So let's say 12/3/2024. Okay, and yes, now this is our email template. So let's try to check it. So I will just create a temporary URL and view for that, right? So it is patients, let's say email template, this one. Let's create a view. Let's create a view. Okay, then let's create email template, right? And then we will return render. It will be request email template.html, right? And then we have URL patient email template. Let's go and check here. So this is one, your next visit on this, we should also add here, let's add call span 2, and let's add the doctor. So I know one doctor, let's say Dr. John Doe, right? And let's make it center, so align center. What is this? Center. Okay, why this is not center? Let's make it TD then, if it's not going to center, and let's make it in a H4. All right, so this is our H4. Okay, so Dr. John Doe, your next visit on, so this is from this is doctor name where you need to go, and this is your date, the the visit date, right? Visit date is, let's say, next visit on this. Yeah, this is, let's make it a color, bg info. No, oh sorry, table info, right? So we will say light. Okay, let's remove the background color. Actually, it's not looking very correct. Okay, now we have, actually we don't need the font awesome, we just need the bootstrap. So this is our template. This is very, basic template. Whatever you want to add, you can add, and we will send this, right? So it will we will see that how it will look in the Gmail. If need the customization, then we will do, right? And then let's move next. Our next thing is we need to match the date, right? And then we will send the notification. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Okay, so let's work on the next section. This is our second section, and we will work on the matching date, right? So from the next visit, if we click on the dashboard, and here we have a manage patients, and when we click on the add patient, here you can see this is the next visit. So with this next visit means how many days after uh, patient should come. So suppose 10. So from the creation date of this patient should come after the 10 days or 20 days, whatever days. Okay, we will send the notification before the 1 day, right? So this is the logic that what I'm thinking. So now what we need to do, we need to first one more field that I need to add, which is the added date, right? So because we are adding the added time, which is this format, let me show you. In the tables we have a patients, and this is one. So this is the format. So this is a creation time of this data, but I will also add here one more field, which should be added date, right? So we will say visit date, visit date equal to models dot date field, right? And default equal to date time dot today dot now, right? And we need to import this date time from Python. Let's make a section, we'll say from Django, right? And let's say here from Python. Okay, so here we will say import date time. Okay, from date time you can say, okay, import date time, but we need to add here from date time import date time, right? And yeah, this is the visit date, right? So default, and let's say null equal to true because we have a data and we need to define the null value for the existing data. So null equal to true. Okay, now let's run the migration. Okay, so let's run the migration dot py. Oh, sorry, py manage dot py make migrations. Now it's not. Let's say datetime dot, why this is not datetime dot today dot now, is it? Or we should work like this. Okay, now let's see. So if I run this again, datetime dot let's say now, no, let's search on the net. We'll say uh, from datetime now. Okay, so current date and time, let's see this one. We will say datetime dot today dot date. Okay, so yeah, this one is good, right? So date dot today. 1 minute, close this. Date dot today. Okay, so let's see this one. Okay, now let's go to migration manage dot py make migrations, right? And then py manage dot py migrate. Okay, so let's test our new field dot py run server. Okay, now if I go here, all right, and not here, here. So if I let's try to add a new patient. So we'll say uh, let's say John 20, name, this one medicine detail, address, mobile is something, and then amount is 500, next visit 10, note, save. So patient saved. Let's check the date, let's check the data, and here we are. And here you can see this is a this is default date, but we are adding this one, right? So this is null because we have added the default, so it is updated by today, right? So this is the visit date, and with this visit date we will send the notification, we will check that, right? So let's work on the next step, send notification, right? Okay, so now let's build a logic for sending the for checking the patients which have a next visit in just tomorrow, right? Because we need to send the email notification before 1 day that your visit is next, right? So for that I have created a view here, you can see that. And in this I'm fetching all the patients which have a visit date less than today, right? And okay, so I'm fetching all the patients which have visit date less than today, and then here I'm adding the days, I mean the next visit. These are the days in the visit date, right? So this will send us the next visit date, right? So let's try to run this URL, and I have created the correspondence URL and template here, right? This is just for testing. Eventually we will run this in a cron job, correct? So if I go to this URL, let's open this here, right? So it will show us these are the two dates, the next visit date, correct? So these are the this is the visit date of the patient, and this is the next visit after 2 days. So this is the one, right? But now we need to send the notification before 1 day, and when we will run this script daily, right? We will run this script daily. So what we will do here, we are showing the next visit. So we will see if this is first of all, let's say notification date equal to, we will from the next visit, we will minus the time delta days equal to 1, correct? Now let's try to print this notification date, right? So let's print it, refresh this. So this is showing 21, right? And if this notification date is today, if notification date equal to date today, then we will send the notification. We will print send notification, correct? So let's check this. So here we have two things, send notification. Let's try to change the date, that visitor visit, 18, right? So let's see. So it should show only one. So notification, send notification is it, because we will just only send notification before the uh, before the next visit, right? And we will send only one time, correct? We can modify, we can improve these things later. And I will also request you to send your comments on this particular section, that how many times we should send notification daily, or what things we can do, right? So send your comments. Okay, so this script is ready for the sending notification. Now let's set up the template, and let's try to send the email. Okay. Okay, so we are fetching the patients, those patients that we need to send the email. So now let's send the email. For that, what we will do, here I have created the normal things like subject, message, email from. So we need to set up few things in the settings.py file at the project level. So email backend should be SMTP, because we are going to send email. And here you will set up the host, port, right? And you need to set up the host user and host password, right? After this setting up, for these settings you need to subscribe. These things come from the servers, or uh, you can send from the normal email handle, like SendGrid, like a Mailchimp. You can subscribe those. They have they are also providing the free email services, so you can just subscribe that, and you can use those keys here, use those credentials here. And after setting this up, right, then we will go to the view, and from the recipient list, here we will add the patient email ID, right? So this is the loop that we are running here. So the patients, right? So these are the patients, those patients, 1 minute, those patient whose visit date is less than today, right? And we are sending the email to those patients who have the next visit before the day of the next visit, right? So this is the next visit date that we are receiving this from the our patient model next visit, right? So this is next visit date and we are sending this one day before. So here you can see we are subtracting the day one, and then if notification date is today, then we will send the notification, and we will run this script only one time, right? So we will add this in a cron, but before that, let's set up the email and all the things. So this is the first thing that you need to set up your SMTP and then add here, right? And then in the view, let's call this send call this one, right? So call this, let's add this all the things in the loop. So we will add here, right? You can also create a function and run the function here, but let's do this. So what we will do here, we are sending, so we will say your next visit is, right? And then we will add here the date, right? This one, this date, next visit date, right? So your next visit date is this one. So this should be format in a date, correct? And then we have a message here. Actually this should be the message. So here the message, right? F, and then here we will say a subject, uh doctor doctor next visit, right? Sorry, doctor next visit. Great. And then in the reception, this one, the patient email, we will say here. So patient dot email recipient list, we can add as many. So patient dot email, subject message, and everything is okay, right? So now let me add my own credentials here, and then I will show you the email, right? So let me set up the credentials, and then I will show you the email directly, right? Okay, so one more thing, we didn't add the email field in this patient model. So first of all, let's add the email field here. So let's go to models and name, age, let's add an email, right? So email is the optional field, so we will say email field default, we'll say nothing, let's say null equal to true and blank equal to true, right? And then yeah, so let's go to here, and then py manage.py make migrations, right? And then py manage.py migrate, correct? Then run the server again. Okay, now we need to add this in the form, correct? So quick patient form, we will not add in the quick patient, but we'll add in the here, right? So email, and we also need to add in the forms. So add patient form and update patient form, right? So here, oh, we are fetching here, great. So let's go to dashboard. So we'll go here and dashboard, and not quick patient, let's go to manage, let's go to add. Here we have an email, correct? And if you go to the database, here we have an email. Where is that email field? Is where? Here. Okay, so let me add my email so we can check that. Okay, let me update my email, and then we can check code artisan lab, copy, let's send both. Okay, okay, and let's see. Okay, now let's try to test it. So if you go to manage patients, if you go to update here, you can see that mail is coming. we should show also in the all form, right? So we'll go to the all patients. Let's say email, right? So we'll say email, and after the name we will show the email. Yeah, great. Now let's test this. Okay, so I have tested with my credentials, and here you can see mail is coming, and it is saying your next visit is this one. Now we need to we have created the template, our email HTML, right? Now we need to integrate our email HTML here, and we will also change the date format like day, month, year, right? And then I will show you that how it will look. Okay. Okay, so let's set up the email template, right? So here we have a render to string function, which helps to uh, render the template as a string, and we can also pass the values like, okay, so we have created the email template file right here, and we are passing the next visit date. We can pass whatever we want, and then message here, and then this is the HTML message, correct? And this is our HTML message, and this is subject, and in this template, because we are passing the next visit here, rendering, and then the date filter we will apply here, right? So we will apply the date filter. It will be date, month, and year, right? And I think we should here I think we should load humanize, right? I think it should be loaded before we are adding the date filter. Okay, let's check. So we have set up this thing. Okay, so if date is this, and one more thing, let's count equal to 0, right? And then if mail send, then here we will count plus plus, right? And then we will send here the count. Okay, so this will be our count, and we will show this count in what is the view of n patients, right? So where is n patients? Let's go here, n patients. So mail sent to, let's say, sorry, so here we will say mail has been sent to, what is this, p tag. Okay, mail has been sent to this patients, correct? And let's show this p tag here, correct? Now let's refresh this. Let's see what happening here. Invalid syntax. Okay, great. So we have something that we need to learn. Okay, so plus equal to 1, right? So now what we have here, refresh here. Humanize is not really, must be this static this. Okay, let's remove that. I was doubtful that it should work or not, but let's remove this. Now let's this use, and here we have, now it should run. Let's see. So mail has been sent to one patient. All right, now we need to check the mail. Okay, so what we have here, nothing yet, and let's wait. And here we can send the data, user data, you can say patient data, and let's what we are sending here. Yes, so we will say patient, correct? And this is the patient, and in the email template here we can say patient dot name, correct? Let's see here now. Do we have something or in the spam? No, this is not. I think it will take some time. Refresh. Let's wait 1 second, then I will show you. Okay. Okay, so we are sending the email. So I have implemented a few changes on our email functionality. So what we are done. So this is the function that I have replaced with the send mail, right? And I have also applied the content type. So it is a HTML, right? And from the same source, we are importing the email message. So this is the email message class that we are importing, right? And in the template, we have applied some style changes like width, align center, border, cell padding. Okay, so we can do anything whatever we want. So this is the HTML email, that how it will look, right? So here we can add the clinic name. This is the patient name, and this is some message. This is a little bit messy, is the next visit date, right? So we are sending this email before the day of a visit, before the day of next visit, right? So this is how we done for the email notification. In the next video, we will work on the cron job, that we will run a cron job daily, right? And it will send email to send email to those patients who schedule for the next visit, right? And we will see that how we can implement, correct? So this is done, this video is done, and we will work on the next video for the cron job. So if you need the source code of this project, then you can simply go to github.com/code-artisan-lab, and here is a public repository, clinic management system, and I have defined the steps, so you can just follow the steps and you will get the video, right? So this is a just kind of support for me, so please support me. And you can like this channel, share this channel, subscribe this channel, okay, like this video. And thank you so much. We will meet in the next video. Oh, one more thing, we need to apply the title. So how we can apply? So in the views, I have applied on the dashboard. So this is our dashboard, and here I have added the, where is that, here I have added the page title, right? So this is the page title. We are already implementing in our layout. So where is that? So here is a page title, correct? So in the view, we just need to add the page title. It will show on the browser page title, correct? And for the login, so after the user login, we will redirect to Dr. Dashboard, correct? So if we go to the dashboard, if we go to logout, and let's say login, and we will log in with a password, so it will redirect to the dashboard, correct? So we have templated the send email functionality. Now we will work on the schedule with the cron job, right? So thank you so much for watching the video. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.